Maya.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Malaysia.
I'm Jordan. And
you're welcome to Society Icebreaker.
Everybody else said y'all are watching Society Icebreaker. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Listen, man, I want to say thank y'all for coming out. I really do appreciate y'all and everything. And come on, let's get ready. So the first question: how have y'all grown in y'all 20s?
I personally feel like I'm only 23. Mm-hmm. However, when I look back at my actions, I would say as a teenager, because I'm not that old in my 20s, I definitely grown, matured. I used to be a very petty person. Then I realized I can't let people get me out of character.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just like, you just change. Like, within school, learning different things, it's just like, I learned that people project. So I think a big way I've grown is not letting stuff affect me, taking expectations off of things to make life so much easier. Like, when you have no expectations, you can just live freely because it's like you're not expecting the worst or the best. You're just living. So I feel like that's one way I've definitely grown and matured.
Hey, Fly, you matured?
I would say I'm definitely mature. I'm only 22, but I've lived on my own since I was 20. So I would definitely say just growing up in my 20s, having to work, having to pay my bills and all that, I learned that I got to speak up for like everything that I want. In reality, sure. Like when I was in high school and all that, I was quiet. I didn't say nothing that I wanted, so I never got anything that I wanted or needed. So now I'm in a position where I have to literally do everything that I need to do. So I have to tell everybody what I need, what I want, because if not, I'm doing it by myself, and that's just like extra stress that I don't need.
Those moms don't get paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just feel like, to be honest, I feel like I really mature a lot just because I always be in a crowd, always going to parties and everything. Mm-hmm. But I came to the realization I want more in life. And if you don't want to be average in life at all, you have to like.
You see most of them be outside partying every single weekend. Mm-hmm. No, nothing. They not looking forward to anything except getting something. Nothing wrong with
partying.
Nothing wrong.
The video had cut short. Y'all know because we popping it right now, but we're gonna run it back. So the second question: how has a past relationship shaped your current view of love?
Go ahead, Maya.
I would say it fucked me up. I learned to keep my mouth shut when it comes to something personal until I know you more. Because I thought honesty was everything at first, but being too honest is nothing. Because literally, I told my ex everything negative that happened to me, everything negative that I felt about myself, and as soon as something went wrong, he used it again. Yep. Like, oh, that's why this happened to you. That's why they did this to you. That's why this happened to you. That's why they said this to you. Got me to the point where I was just like, I can't do this. I be like almost living on the side of a highway, dead on the road. Like, that's how bad it got. I'm like, can't do this no more. So I literally have to put my mind over everything, my mentality over everything. So now I feel like an asshole when I'm talking to people because I literally have to keep my guard up at all times. So I definitely think love is fucked up for me.
How about you?
Come back to me.
Okay, so I feel like me personally, like I've dealt with some niggas, but I've also dealt, for the most part, I feel like the guys I dealt with, I can't even get on here and like bash them because they weren't horrible men. Mm-hmm. I feel like everyone I dealt with, like although they hurt me and I'm sure I probably hurt them, I don't know, I feel like they all were like teaching me about what I want and what I don't want. So I don't think my perspective on love has really been too tainted. Like I feel like my guard and my trust is definitely hard to like let someone in, but like as far as love, I still believe in true love. I still believe like there's a soulmate. I still believe like there's a nigga out there that's gonna love me for me. I'll love him for him. Like I do believe in unconditional love because I've dealt with niggas who showed me it, but we just weren't compatible. Like I dealt with guys who treated me good and did all that, but we just weren't compatible, or there was distance and stuff. So I feel like I've never been like I've been hurt, and at the time I definitely was like, oh fuck niggas, da 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 da. But I definitely feel like I've grown in the aspect of that to realize that like it's not all men aren't bad men. There are good men. It's a matter of me picking the good men. So I can't even like really say too much. Like I feel like my views on love is there's still love out there. Don't lose hope. You feel me? Raise your standards so you can attract the right people. And I feel like everyone has somebody out there for them. So that's just.
And to piggyback what you just said, like now I'm in a relationship now, not like actually, you know what I'm saying, in love, but like all my past relationships, what I did learn was just standards.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying, like my standards will win. Certain people I settled for women who wasn't on the same mental capacity or mental, what do you say, mindset as me.
Yeah.
And I settled for it, you know what I'm saying? But like over time you realize your standard and what you want. So I think that's what kind of changed my, you know what I'm saying? My perspective on love.
I feel like my perspective on love is it really taught me how to learn to have patience. You know, you can't move fast because she got on your nerves. You can't break up with her just because of that. You gotta have patience. You know, and like I said before in my first episode, I was scared of love, but I'm taking the edge on love. I'm trying new things with it. So you know,
And love shouldn't be like. Just want to put that out there for the girls that are watching. Love should not be hard. A nigga should not cheating on you is not sticking with him through thick and thin. Getting hit on is not sticking with a nigga through thick and thin. Stop being ride or dies to niggas that don't love you. Love is not an easy thing, yes. But when we say easy, we're not talking about, you feel me, like that's little shit we're talking about where it's not easy, not big stuff. So if a man is disrespecting you, making it known he don't love you, you can't love a man into loving you. You all please remember you cannot force somebody to love you. And that's what makes a lot of women change their perspectives because we're so busy trying to prove ourselves to a man. And it's like you don't have to prove that to him. You can be able to come to a man halfway where you're at, and if he loves you, he's gonna see that and be like, the same way we see potential in niggas, a man who loves you will see the potential in you and be like, this woman has the qualities to be a good woman. She just don't love herself enough.
And I've dealt with that. And
exactly.
I know people who's like that personally. I was the same way.
Yeah.
You got to break out of it, especially if you're that shy person. You're not talking up for yourself. That's exactly what happens. And certain factors play into that growing as you grow up too. Yeah. So you're not going to want to love yourself, or you do, but it's a part that is triggered once you start dating.
For sure.
And it's like, now I gotta sit here and try to make this person like me, everything I do. And it's like, this man still don't like me. And I tell this to everybody. And I tell this to everybody because I've dealt with it with different people. If they're showing you they don't like you, they don't love you, they don't fucking love you. They're not, if somebody loved you, you're going to know it. You're not going to have to sit here and fight for a kiss. You're not going to sit here and fight for them to sit here and touch you. And you don't have to be sexual. I mean, like, just give me a hug, give me a kiss, just show me some affection. If they don't show you that, they really don't like you. Exactly. If they really cared about you, they want to uplift you. They want to sit here and make sure that you know that they know you love. They want to sit here and make sure that you get into where you got to get to. Goal wise.
Once you stagnant.
They're not. If they sit here in college right now, and you down here, you're not doing absolutely nothing. Most men is not going to sit here and want to deal with that. Because most men, in reality, they don't want to take care of somebody. They don't. Unless. Exactly.
So this is my question for y'all. What does true love mean to y'all?
I can't.
What is true love?
I can't. Actually, I'm 27. I'm still getting
you can't define true love. But all I can say is love is boundaries. Like, if you can understand and respect and follow each other's boundaries, I feel like that's love right there. Because if you cherish something and you feel real strong about that, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know, like, this, I feel this way, and if you understand how I feel and you're still around, I appreciate the fuck out of you. Because at the end of the day, I like a lot of stuff not a lot of people like. So if you don't like it and you still stick around, at the end of the day, you're just like, I understand that you like that. I may not like it, but I appreciate that you like something different. So, and it's even better if they try to like it. Yes. If they try, they don't. Even if they want to not like it, but if they try, that's like your girl watching the show, and you don't like that. You don't like that. Like, say she like medical shows. Most men don't really like medical shows, but if your girl watches it, you know, some people like to cuddle up on the couch or the bed, whatever. Oh, let me see it. Next thing you know, y'all be hooked. Like, but it's like, you know, they'll try to, exactly. Now, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You just respectfully say that.
Yeah.
And if that woman don't appreciate it, then clearly you know where you gotta go next.
Like,
I feel like what I personally, when I think of love, I take away the expectation. I take away relationship because I feel like everyone thinks love and think relationship. No, love is friendship. Love is family. Love is you. Love is relationships. It's so much bigger than that. So when I think of true love, I think about how my mother loves me. Like I could do some fucked up shit. Like I could kill somebody, and she'll be like, "But you my daughter, though." You feel me?
No.
I could do some crazy stuff, and like she might not agree with it.
Look, certain things is off limits.
But it's still like but you love your kids. You feel me? Like they can do some stuff, but it's like you still gonna love them.
They
So
stress me the hell
stress
out.
you out, but you still love them.
But listen, let me get a phone call. I don't care what the fuck I'm doing. I'm dropping that shit and I'm
That's
going.
what I feel like true love is. I feel like true love is unconditional. I have friends where it's like they doing shit. It's like I don't agree with it, but no matter what, it's like I still love you. My brothers, they can do whatever. We could bump heads. I still love you. My mom, I still love you. So when I think of love, I think of the love that I have for those people, and that's the kind of love I would want a man to have for me. Where it's like, you know what, today she get on my nerve, but I still love her. She might fuck up, but I still love her. So that's why I feel like true love is. It's unconditional. It's no doubt. It's respect, love, loyalty, but it's still like no matter what, I love you as a person. Yeah.
Cause I keep touching.
So my next question on this: how do y'all feel about 50-50? Because in this generation, a lot of females do not like 50-50.
I did 50-50. I went through 50-50. But it's to the point where don't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm doing 50-50, and we both working, I want to be taken out at least once or twice. I can take you out. But if I'm not shown that I'm worth to be taken out, like, oh, let me just take you out. We always do 50-50. Let me just do this for you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound tit for tat, but it's like, show me that I'm at least worth being taken out fully. And I can show you the same. It's like, I want to see how much I mean to you, and then I will reciprocate it back. So it's like, I don't care about 50-50, but if it's only going to be ever 50-50, then it's like, what's the point?
I feel like now I have two thoughts on this 50-50 conversation. One thought is I feel like the main people having the 50-50 conversation is people who look like us, black people. We do not get on white people podcasts and hear them asking 50-50. Why? Because automatically in other cultures, the standard for a man is to take care of his wife and his family. The standard for a woman is to cater to her man and her children. Black people are the only people who sit here and feel the need to 50-50 or I did this for you, you should do it for me. And granted, it's because a lot of the black culture, the black men, the black women, we're all fucked up. It's a sad thing, but it is what it is. But I do feel like it's a shame that that's even like a thing. Now, like I said previously, if we're going to have the 50-50 talk, I feel like it depends on the situation. Like at my age, I'm not asking no nigga to come in and take care of me in this fucking economy. Like if I can't afford groceries, why am I going to expect a man to come in here and afford my groceries? No, I'm only 23. Another 23-year-old man should not be taking care of me. He needs to be taking care of himself. Now, if we are established with standards and, careers and stuff, like if I want to be a stay-at-home wife, I would definitely want a man who has no problem catering to me and letting me be that. You get what I'm saying? But as someone who would want to be, just a wife and work if I have to work, I'm going to date men who believe in old-fashioned traditions where I'm the man, I provide, and I want you at home. That's what he wants. That's what I would date. If you're a woman who wants 50-50, date a 50-50 man. Just like if you're a man who believes in 50-50, date a 50-50 woman believer. Don't go get a girl who's sitting here like, I want to be a stay-at-home wife and try to make her a 50-50 bitch. She's not a 50-50 bitch. And that's why we're having this conversation. Everyone date within your means. If this is what you believe, find someone who believes that and agrees with that. If this is what you believe, find someone who believes that and agrees with that. And we wouldn't have this conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the piggyback what you just said, like you said with the age thing, just being 20 years old, 50-50 on certain shit,
yes,
it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We both not established where we're supposed to be in life. But me personally, like you said, I personally believe of taking care of your wife and your kids. That's what I personally believe in. So I want to take care of the household and with everything, you know what I'm saying? And be the man. But at the same time, if my girl wants to work, she can work. If she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, it don't matter because I'm taking care of, you know what I'm saying, what I'm supposed to do as a man. But that's just me personally.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what my girl,
you would date a woman.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Believes in too. So that's why she worked.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
my opinion, we're all still young, so we really can't really have a full definition of exactly what we truly want at the end of the day,
Mhm.
because I can't say I want a man to pay my bills, I want to pay for groceries, I want him to do this for
It
me.
made no sense.
The best I can do is really save dates. Like,
Yeah, literally. The bare minimum.
Yeah, the bare minimum for my age range right now.
Exactly. Period.
So that's all I can really save for now.
Now you're older. What do you feel like?
That made me feel so
No,
old.
okay. It's okay, but you are like you are older.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
also
know.
saying, are you want a man who's gonna be like 50-50 with you?
Nowadays,
You like shit. I'll take it.
I mean, no, stop. I don't really care. Like, I care, but I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, if somebody said right now, I'm gonna just take care of you. You got everything. Just be home, make sure the house is clean, make sure dinner's done, whatever, clothes is washed, whatever. Whatever. I still want to be on a point where I'm still making some kind of money, so that say what on basically a rainy day thing. I have these funds that I'm just saving. I'm just putting it to the side. Say you can't cover a bill for whatever reason. You're right there. Like I said, I pick up where you slack.
Period.
Yeah.
So it don't really matter. It's 100, 150, 50, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do that works for our income and relationship. Because at the end of the day, you also take into the fact that I also have having kids now too.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm going to always make sure I have something to take care of me and my kids.
Yeah.
I don't care, because what happens if you taking care of everything? I got me and my kids, we together.
Yeah.
Next, something, we're done. I'm not going to have shit.
Yeah.
And you got to factor in that.
Yeah, I think it should be established right off the bat. Like,
definitely.
listen, this is how I feel. This is what I believe in. Do you match that or not? If you don't match that, if you feel like you can like work around it or something come together and figure out something, then yeah, we can definitely talk. But if you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, then it's no point. Because
Exactly.
we're not gonna. It's gonna be always butting heads. That's really what it's gonna be. It's like, well, you want me to do this? Like I told you from the beginning that this is how I
type of woman that I am.
This is what I believe. And if you tell me this is what you want, and I sit here and tell you I can't be that, and you still want to be around, then you just set it up for failure at that point. Like,
Exactly.
Literally.
So are y'all open to dating someone with a child? Or
Fuck no.
I already did it, so I don't really care.
And I'll say it again. Fuck no. And I'll say it again. Fuck no.
What's wrong with it?
But like once you have a kid, I feel like you should only deal with kids, because once you have a child, like for example, if I'm dating somebody who has a child and I don't have a child, just having that first child is not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be that special moment. It's not gonna be that
They
connection.
get attached to them too.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be the same. But I feel like you also both have children, and y'all become like y'all together is different because y'all can understand different perspectives and situations. It's easier to understand each other, which can make things work more.
But I dealt with somebody who didn't have a kid, and now we have a kid. So everything that he didn't get to experience that I experienced, he then experienced. But he was also around my kids for a year and a half.
But I feel like it's different for men and women too. Like I feel like as a woman, like for me personally, like my man, like I would want us to both go through that journey together. For a man, I feel like it's special for him because even though like no matter what, whether it's you or somebody else, like he didn't carry that baby. So he gets that feeling instantly when a baby's had. Whereas me, it's like I'm carrying the baby, but you already have someone else carry your baby. So you're not getting that same like, oh my God, like she's carrying my baby, like all that. You can or you
That's it. It depends on the situation. Because you got some people who just be fucking, and next boom, they got this,
and they going on, and they just
you just got a baby on the way 9 months, and you got somebody that you deal with, and now you get to really experience the maternity pictures, the first heartbeat, the first sonogram, the first you see your belly growing a little bit more.
See, and that's what I would want.
A lot of dads don't get to experience that sometimes because, like I said, they be fucking, or the moms start to be bitter while carrying. So some of them like to miss out on that. But sometimes it don't be their fault, and then you got sometimes it do be their fault.
So it definitely is a situation. But I still would date a man with kids.
No, I'm just saying, as a step kid myself, don't bring your child around your girlfriend immediately. Because you have the part that like the question is asking how you would feel, but no one really really worries
About
about
the
the
kid.
kid. Because as a stepchild, in the beginning, I hated my stepmom. I didn't like her. I didn't like her because it's
Is she
like,
gonna see this?
Huh?
She gonna see this?
No. And even if she did, fuck you. Yeah.
But no, my thing is, she tried. Like you put her in.
No, I like that girl.
You gave her this position in my life of authority, and I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to act like my mother, and I don't know you.
Yeah.
Why would I listen to someone I don't know? And then because you're older, you're taught respect your elders, respect people that are older than you. I don't know you. How am I going to listen to you as my mother when I have my own mother back at home? I'm coming to see you on the weekends.
Yeah. You
So,
definitely
like,
need to be
so
aware
especially like
that
as a
you're-
girlfriend,
yeah.
it's you don't know if it's real or not, and you're a kid, you don't understand. You just have women after women after women seeing
your
you,
kids.
and I'm like, who are you? It's
Yeah.
confusing me because I'm like, you're not my mom, so I can never gain a upward respect of you when I don't know you. You were just, as a kid, I understood a lot. You're just some girl that my dad's fucking. Like at this point, that's who I think you are.
Yeah.
Because at home, don't act like you're my mom, because that's disrespectful to my mother.
Yeah, for real. And I think that's what people need to think about too. Like, it's deeper. People will build bonds with your children.
Yeah.
So if you're not thinking that this is a long run situation or someone you want to marry, don't bring them around your kids.
Get the fuck
Have
out.
enough respect for your kids to not just have them around any and everybody.
Yeah.
Have enough respect for the person that you're dealing with who might build a bond with your kid. And I'm someone who loves kids. Like, you feel me? I'm still president of fuck them kids, but I do love the kids. You feel me? So if I'm attached to this person and his kid, and now we not together, I'm gonna be over here like, damn, like, oh my god, I'm missing. What are they doing? And you don't want me around your kid because you got a new bitch. Like, me personally, I'd rather not even put myself in the predicament to even have to figure out all those different situations that come about. So I just don't deal with guys with kids.
So I got another question. Why do females prefer dealing with drug dealers instead of guys that got like lawyer jobs or like doctor jobs?
Money. Quick money.
Quick money.
Because in reality, I dated a drug dealer, but I didn't know he was a drug dealer. But he didn't show any signs of it until he told me, and I was like, so mentality is everything. Yeah. So when you think you're gonna get fast money, like, hey, I want this, can you get it for me right now? So quick money over time money. Like doctors and lawyers, they gotta keep working, save, keep working, save. Drug dealers, you're gonna sell. That's your money. It's quick. It's quicker. You want that faster. You don't want to have to wait. Some people don't want to wait. Like, that's just the mentality of it. Everyone wants everything fast, right here, right then, right there. And then it's just a whole thing of, oh, well, drug dealers are easier to get in a way. Because they're
that's what I was
everywhere.
gonna say. They're more. I feel like it's a thing of accessibility. Like, I personally, I don't want to deal with no drug dealer, scamming nigga, none of that shit. Because you know what? I'm a snitch. I said it.
And I don't even know how to fuck
I
I see me.
She said, I'm a snitch. I gotta get around.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know what the fuck you doing. You know you can do something that gets you in trouble. Don't be sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, no. Why
you're not taking the charge?
Hell no.
You're not taking the charge?
If you love me, why are you putting me in a position to take a charge for you? You feel me? So I don't deal with that kind of person. But I feel like for other women, those type of men are very accessible, and you got to think, if this is all you're around, you ain't find it. If you live in the hood and this is all you're seeing, it's gonna be hard for you to find that one boy who's in college and a doctor. Like, this is what you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you got to work with. I think a lot of women deal with these niggas because it's what they got to work with, and it comes down to what their standards and what they want. You feel me? Like, but me personally, I don't like. I've talked to somebody who was like that, and I'm over here stressed out, like, oh my god, he didn't text back. He could be dead. Like, who wants? I'm sorry, I don't want to deal with that. You could be in jail. I'm not doing no press zero to answer the phone.
Said, standards.
Yeah.
Drug dealers, their standards sometimes down here. And you got the lawyer and the doctor. You got up here.
Higher standards. They're not going for girls who are.
But you be surprised.
Is it because of time? Like, drug dealers, they can give y'all time, and doctors and lawyers, they really don't have the time with their hands.
That's not for me. Me personally, if you got shit going on with your life, I got shit going on with my life.
Yeah.
So if you don't got, like, chances are, I probably don't got time for you either. You feel me? If we both working towards a higher goal, we probably don't got time for each other. I don't have time for a drug dealer who got time all day because he woke up at 7 a.m. to text me, and he ain't got work. He on the block. He can text them. Baby, I'm at work. I'm in school. I'm in my other job. Like, I don't have time for that. So no, I feel like it's not that. I think it's a mentality thing. Like, if that's some, and another thing is, I feel like a lot of girls, like, there's this image, like social media has this image where these drug dealers are hard. You know, all these rappers used to sell drugs, and they got these, you know, girls, and they look like this, and I feel like a lot of people see that, and now they try to get it locally. Like, okay, like he's like, you know, the next Lil Baby, and he, you know what I mean?
Selling drugs. He's in the studio. He's selling drugs, doing all that.
Yeah, like
quick money. Like I said,
you have this idea that I'm gonna be like Ari, like I'm gonna be like Jay, like, you know, I got my nigga, he's selling drugs. You know, just this idea, and it's like, that's not what I want. Like, I would like to be Michelle Obama to an Obama kind of nigga. You feel me? But I think it's just the image, like drug dealers, that lifestyle is like so heightened, especially in the Black community. It's so heightened and glorified that people don't really think about like the trauma that comes with it. Like, these men are traumatized. Drug dealers are traumatized. Them niggas don't sleep. They always have to watch their back. They don't take you on dates because they have to make sure like they're on their P's and Q's. Like, they can't let their guard down. They can't trust you. Exactly. Now they got trust issues because, you know, bitches done set them up. So they run into a good girl, and it's like, oh, you too good. Like, what you got going on? I'm not used to that. I'm used to the rah-rah, the girls who touch the drugs. Bitch, I ain't touching shit. I ain't touching no drugs. Get that away from me.
My question is this. Why is it important for a female to know her self-worth?
So she won't settle for stuff like that. So she can get the doctor. Yeah. She can get the lawyer because she becomes a doctor and lawyer herself.
Another thing too, look, not every female does this, but for the female like does this, want to show attention, showing your ass, that's just gonna make a nigga horny. You're not gonna make a nigga motherfucking marry you at all. So you feel me? It's like
they just want fuck. They don't want to know your goals and aspirations.
It's all about your mindset. You want to be wife up, it's all about your mindset. You feel me?
And your standards how to carry yourself, because you can still carry yourself like a lady, baby. They still gonna want fuck. Niggas will fuck a roach.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter if you got your ass out. Don't let that discourage you. Wear them booty shorts in summer.
Body confidence is key.
They literally, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Because y'all see some nice, classy women and still be like, damn, I get. Like, niggas is just
like, once again,
it's heightened. How they approach you is different. The classy women, they gonna wine and dine her. They gonna see how much they can do before they hit. The girl acting a certain kind of way, and they just right off the bat, you up? What you trying to do? 4 for Wendy's, right?
And I bet it's a weed, and I bet you she be happy.
Oh Lord,
literally
the weed.
Like, no, that don't excite me. I don't want a bottle. I don't want no weed. I don't want no fucking fast food. Ask me out on a fucking date.
Thank you.
Bring me some flowers. And if you really know, and if you really talk to me, you'll know exactly what my favorite flower is. I only have one person who did that.
But my point was, once again, what females don't understand is niggas only treat women on how they carry themselves. Yeah. You carry yourself as a high value woman, a high standard, niggas will meet that standard. No, the other niggas is just there to fuck. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They out the way. Because you have yourself at a certain standard where niggas can't even reach you because you hold yourself at such a high value for yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas that will take you on dates, they gonna take you there. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want to spend money on you. They're gonna go out the way for certain shit and meet the standards that you have because your standards that high.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas not gonna look at you like whatever because your standards so high. They gonna look at you like, oh yeah, it's a value woman that I want to take care of, that I love, I appreciate, that I like. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to know their dreams and aspirations, their goals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just different.
It's all about making sure that you have your stuff together. Like, if you have your stuff together, if you have stuff going for yourself, a man is an accessory. Like, you don't need them. You know that you still on your shit. And a nigga that knows that, he gonna be like, nah, I don't want to be an accessory. I want to be something you gotta wear every day. I want to be on you like deodorant. You feel me? So he gonna step up to get to that point. You feel me?
You only like deodorant.
Only like deodorant. Like, he gonna step up. Like, he not gonna want to be no accessory that he know you can switch out if he ain't working for you. He gonna want to be something of quality because he knows you're a quality woman. Yeah. So I definitely think it's so important for women to know their self-worth, know what their worth, and it's a learning process. And men too. Let's talk about that. Because everybody get on here and it's always women need to know their self-worth. But yeah, niggas is going around fucking. Baby, know your self-worth. You don't have to fuck a bunch of bitches to be that guy. You can be a virgin at the age of 25. Like, that's very attractive that you're picky about who you want to be with. You do not. Men need to know their self-worth. If you're a man and you got a job and you got stuff, why are you dealing with a girl who's just take? Because I look at stuff where I've had guys who took me on dates and constantly, and then as the type of girl that I am, I'm like, oh my God, like this man is really nice. He's taking me out. He never once let me see a check. Let me take you out. You get what I'm saying? A good woman is gonna respect that and match your energy. But a girl who just wants to take from a good guy, she will take. Let's not. She will take.
Right
So
now.
men need to know their self-worth. Everyone always wants to put it on a woman and know your self-worth. Everyone needs to know what their worth so everyone can attract what they want to attract.
I know a lot of niggas too, they don't have self-worth. Another thing too, a lot of niggas, y'all will, since y'all self-worth not high enough, y'all would deal with certain hoes just off of like how bad they is and not their character. Just based off an image. See, like, yo, my girl the baddest, blah, blah, post up on the gram when she's taking advantage of you. She beating you up behind closed doors, all crazy shit.
Yeah.
But you just dealing with her because it's just the image. You like, damn, I got a bad bitch next to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's just to each his own.
So my next question is this: how strong does a female have to be to live in this generation?
Damn motherfucking strong. Damn strong.
Very
In reality, you have to be so strong. Everything nowadays is here to break you down.
Especially a black woman.
Especially
Especially
there is
a black
literally
woman.
people killing themselves left and right because it's hard to handle. Like just day to day, just being my skin color is hard to live. Like
Literally,
you can't go anywhere without being
judged.
Yes, like I literally walk around and I'm just being looked at. Like I walk by these white groups and I'm like, they're looking at me like I'm like a bug. I'm like, I'm human. I'm just like you. I'm just darker. Like you gotta really have a really strong mindset to be able to walk out in this society at this point because you are judged for it by everything. The way you look, the way you drive, what car you drive, what you have at your age. If you're 25 and you don't have a single pair of Jordans, you're like,
whole time they don't. What happens is that they don't like them.
Literally.
It's like talk to y'all just because, but I don't like the shoes.
Literally.
I'm not a sneaker person.
I just feel like as a man, you have to be strong to live in this generation because every single day you're going through a lot, but you're not going to say nothing about it because if you speak about your vulnerability, I said, did I pronounce it right? Vulnerability. Yeah. Excuse me. But if you speak about your weaknesses, you look as weak. You're not weak at all. A lot of men go through a lot when it comes to mental health.
Hell yeah.
Speak up, bro. Speak up. You feel me?
Listen, y'all are loved. Listen, we as females, we actually like when y'all talk about it. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some females who want to throw back in your face.
But you should be able to decipher
But,
which female.
Exactly. And that one female, you may be the most closed off person ever, but that one female is going to pull it out of you, and it's going to wind up healing you at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't got to speak to nobody else. You need no therapist. And it's definitely wanted and highly recommended.
Therapist.
But if you don't want to, and you have that one person you can talk to that's not going to judge you, it's a no judgment zone. That's the person that's for you.
Yeah.
But we like when y'all open up. But y'all were raised to be closed off, to not be able to talk, to say, "Oh, you can't cry because that's female tendency." No, you can cry. You are human.
Jesus, what?
If I'm in a relationship and you can't open up to me and be emotional with me, then what am I with?
We don't have nothing.
I'm talking to like a mannequin. Like you have no emotion
At all.
How am I gonna sit here and reflect myself off to you if you can't even show yourself to me like that? Yeah, like
to even
if you're not emotionally available, yeah, like I want to be able to sit here and share myself with you.
And you can't share yourself with me.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point in being together because I want to be able to be emotionally available just as much as I want you to be as emotionally available to me. There's no relationship if I can't talk to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So last question. What are you trying to accomplish in life? And what are you doing to accomplish it? You want to start with it first?
Okay. Yeah, so as y'all could probably tell, I'm a very big advocate for mental health, especially men's mental health. At first, I wanted to be a teacher and I was going to school for all that, but life happens and my passion changed. So I'm in school for psychology. I graduate next semester.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, but eventually I'm going to open up my own practice for Black men mental health, and I want a bunch of different therapy places for black men, and I want to place it in the hood because I feel like a lot of those men are the ones who struggle and don't talk because they don't have access to be able to talk. So that's my ultimate goal. So I'm going to school for that. And I feel like because of my height and me being a bad bitch, I want to model. So to pursue that, I just was in a fashion show, and I'm looking to be in more fashion shows. And if I had people like reach out saying like, I know fashion shows that's coming up if you're interested. So that's basically like what I'm doing, my goals right now, and what I'm doing to achieve it.
What about you,
So I'm in school too. I'm a criminal justice student with a minor in psychology, actually. So, I know, right? And I welcome my associates next semester too.
Period.
And then we're gonna continue on. And then I also have my own business, so to help, make a living for me and my kids.
Yeah.
Honestly, so that's really what I've been doing, and just trying to get those together and raise my kids. I have special needs kids, so I'm trying to look at other things to be able to understand them. That's part of the reason why I want to do criminal justice, because that's a big thing. You have somebody who has mental health issues, who's autistic and on the spectrum.
Yeah.
They look like they're going crazy the whole time. They're overstimulated, and they just need an advocate that to go out, an advocate on a 911 hotline. Nobody, you need more of those people. They don't have that now. You have it, but now you also need somebody to train people.
Period.
So that's why I'm doing criminal justice, because I want 2 and 2, and then psychology also helps me and helps them at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
For me, I'm in school also for psychology. My goal right now is to transfer to the university and play basketball. I'm not sure if y'all can tell, but I am tall as shit. Also trying to start a business. You know what I'm saying, I got one of my pants on now. And the last thing I'm doing is I have a nonprofit that my goal is to help single parents and people with mental health. I did lose one of my parents to mental health, and one of my goals is to spread mental health awareness, and it also is mental health awareness too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mental health America.
And also I just want to help other people who've been in tough situations and help the community whatever way I can. So
we do a lot of giving back.
Yeah.
That. It's like a family thing. But
yes, it's
a lot
walk a
of giving
legacy.
back.
I was in school, but personal reasons took me out.
It's okay.
But I definitely want to go back. I was in school for law. I definitely want to, but I can't really pinpoint an accomplishment that I want to do, but I want to be in a position where I'm needed. That's the best thing I can explain. I want to be someone that is needed, and I could be able to be in a position to help someone in need.
Yeah.
I want to always be able to be there for someone when they need me. So I wanted to do like freaking casework or all of that. Like,
nice.
I want to help people that need the help, because I know a lot of people don't get represented a lot. So I want to be that one person, and like, I need you, and I'm like, I'll be there. I got you. So right now I'm just working, trying to save my money so I can definitely go back to school. I'm finding jobs where I can be able to be of service to the people that need servicing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I definitely always want to, like, I've literally left jobs because I'm like, you keep me in the same position, and when I want to move up to be able to do more for the company, but you're keeping me in the lowest position, even though I've proven myself time and time again, I leave.
Yeah.
And
You know
I
your
go-
worth.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm proud
somewhere.
of you, bro.
Period.
Know your worth.
I go somewhere where I will be needed. Like this is where I want. The best way I can explain it.
Oh, definitely. Me, I got my bachelor degree. I'm a case manager right now, and I do a lot of therapy with a lot of guys that, come to my halfway house. And my goal is to prepare them for society. Like you said before, a lot of guys are traumatized from, their childhood, their environment, everything. So I just want to reach New Jersey as a whole and try to get everybody that's dealing with mental health or anything that's going on with their life, that's my goal. To work for the state, work for the prison, try to reform their minds. And so, and just trying to show them a different life from what they doing.
What they're used to.
You
Or what
feel
they
me?
have had to deal with. 'Cause
Exactly.
a lot of times it's not really their choice, it's just what they have to work
It's
with.
just survival mode.
Exactly.
But I want to say thank y'all for coming out, man.
Of course.
And this is
That was
episode 2, man. Let's go.
PTSD, motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom.